What's up, everyone? Welcome to the grand finale of Raven Widowmine to Grandmaster. If you guys forgot, the MMR we ended up at was 4,915. And I mean, obviously, you forgot that by now because that's a very specific number. But anyway, that means we are right on the border of top 100 Grandmaster. I think we were about rank 112 or so. If we have a very successful episode, we could break into the top 100. Let's do it. First game of the day is going to be against Turtle, a Grandmaster Zerg player. And I think this is going to be a fantastic opening game because usually the games against Zerg do tend to be the most epic, especially when I have those Terran mech challenges. The 5cc setup, the Omega walls, the 5,000 planetaries. You know what I was wondering about just before starting to record this video is what the most amount of planetaries is that I've ever built in one game. Because I've never actually tried to go for that many planetaries. I've made a lot, but I haven't set a goal of today I want to make 15 planetaries in a game or whatever, right? But I wonder if it might be something really high. Because if you think about it, you don't make that many planetaries even if you make a lot. Like if you go for a lot of orbitals, you could easily make like 25. But would you ever really have 25 planetaries? Like, I know that if you have a planetary, well, that's maybe a bit much, right? Let's say the third base here, and then you take down every position. Every new base is a planetary. I feel like maybe you get up to like 10. Knowing myself, I must have made significantly more, so maybe I've even come close to like 20 or so. But I do wonder what a game would look like where I make like 50 planetaries. I know I'm getting off track a little bit from the Raven Widowmine challenge, but it would fit. I really wouldn't mind going for like 50 planetaries in one of these games. If the Zergs let me do it, I will. Now, just to remind you guys, if you forgot about the rules of the challenge, is that I'm allowed to make 1 Reaper and 5 Marines for defense, a little bit of scouting. And besides that, I can make Ravens and Widowmines only, as well as Medivacs for the Widowmine drops. Now, that is not going to be a super prominent part of playing TVZ. Widowmine drops little more, well, Widowmine drops were nerfed pretty harsh recently, so even against Protoss I wouldn't use them that much, but you kind of have to. I mean, if this is the unit set that you do have to, make full use of it, which is sometimes a little bit hard. And against Terran, Widowmines are pretty good, but not dropped. And against Zerg, I would say the same thing. Now, this looks like we are getting cheesed a little bit, and this worries me because let's see. Oh no. Oh, this is painful to see, guys. What I'm seeing here is that we are actually getting full-on cheese because my opponent has mined more than 100 gas, and the problem with that is that I can't make units that stop it. That does sound like a bit of a problem, doesn't it? Ideally here I would like to be able to make a tank, Cyclone. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for the best possible cheese counter that I have. I've talked about this many times before in the past. I wonder if you guys know what I'm talking about. The best possible counter to this cheese right now is me scouting his... Okay, now we just know it's a Bailing All-In, but I feel like he's still gonna go for it, unfortunately. The best possible cheese counter that you can do in this situation is just find the building. Whether it's a Roach Warren, Bailing, this doesn't matter, when it's in production, because they will think, okay, he's gonna counter this super hard, I'll just cancel it. That's kind of what you're aiming for here. Now, I'm gonna be very risky and open this wall up. I'm pretty sure this is a Bailing All-In and not Roaches, because he wouldn't have that many links otherwise, so I'm just gonna go for a quick bunker wall. And I feel like now he sees this, he really should be moving away from the Bailing All-In, because this is an insane amount of defense that I'm building. This is the last Marine I'm allowed to build, but he doesn't know that, of course. I can probably keep this eBay in production because, well, I might want it later, but I'm not quite sure if I do want to keep it. Let's see. He's going to try to bait that Widowmine, I think. Do you guys think he's transitioning yet? I'm actually not quite sure. Zergs really are pretty crazy on the ladder, guys. Let me tell you that. Zergs get pretty crazy on the ladder. I think at this point, realistically, he should have transitioned, but I'm still not sure I trust him to have done that. Now, I did lose my Reaper. I guess I'm technically allowed to make another Reaper, but I haven't really made use of that a lot throughout this challenge, if ever. So I think I'm just gonna not do it this game either. Gonna go for the double starport now. Yeah, what my hope is that he gave up on the cheesing entirely. Because the truth is, he could do something like, let's say, make Ravagers behind. And that would typically be a pretty ridiculous idea because you're investing a lot in your cheese build. But since I can't make anything that's good against that, that would actually be pretty killer. So now he's going to see my double starport. Honestly, This kind of looks like I'm playing double battlecruiser, or maybe even triple battlecruiser opener, which would be a pretty good mind game. Now, I guess my next plan is to go for the 5cc setup really fast. I don't know what my opponent's gonna do. It's also pretty common for Zerg players to follow a early game cheese up with something like 2-base Mutalisk. Actually gonna have to be pretty scared of that. Let's see. Okay, so he's gonna lose a couple links for that. Not the biggest deal ever, of course. Gonna try to detonate. Oh, he found that. It's really annoying that the Widow Mines draw a line now. It's so easy to see where all the Widow Mines are and to micro against it. Now, I'm actually gonna finish this engineering bay. I'm gonna go for a scan, and it does indeed look like Mutalisk. What am I gonna do against that for now? You know what? I think I'm gonna get building armor, actually. I know it sounds a little crazy to get that super early, but turrets against Mutas are pretty good, but they also can... Like, if it's 10 Mutalisks, you just have one turret, you cannot really out-repair that anymore. You're gonna lose all of your SCVs. Building armor is gonna make that a lot easier. So I'm gonna get my first Planetary up. First of many, hopefully. I'm actually gonna need many. I don't know if this is gonna be, like, speed bailing attack or whatever it's gonna be. Hopefully it's not a Nidus, by the way, because if it's a Nidus, then I think we're actually a little cooked. I think I'm gonna keep my 2 Ravens in the main base so I can drop auto turrets in case there's a Nidus over there. What do I need to do now? Probably save a little bit on gas. I could cancel one of those Ravens so I can afford my next Planetary. Need another turret over here in the production line. Then I'll get another one next to my little Planetary, or soon-to-be Planetary outpost over here. And I think our setup is looking pretty good. At this point, since I got my defenses up in time, I actually kind of hope it's Mutas, because if it's something like Swarm Host, then that is now going to be harder to defend. Actually, Swarm Host would be... Okay, I don't think Swarm Host would be smart from his POV, because this could be battlecruisers, and then Swarm Host is not that good, right? But if he knew that I was playing Raven Widowmine, then all of a sudden it would be insane, because what the hell am I going to do against Swarm Host, guys? I do not know. I do think we've beaten it before. I remember talking about this before, and we have actually come out on top against them. So building armor is about to finish. That is very nice. I guess I should probably get an armory, just so I can get armor upgrades for my units. So he's trying to bait all of those Widow Mines to explode. He went for Hydras. Wait, he... Oh, no, he is... Oh, crap. Wait, did he see it or not? I'm not sure. Yeah, he did. Oh, that sucks, man. Okay, the fact that the 5cc setup did not get up is a little problematic, because I cannot really expand very easily. I could take the expansion on the other side of the minerals. This is barely gonna survive, I believe, which is nice. Good thing I lifted it off in time. I didn't try to YOLO it. Now, what's good about this Planetary is that this Planetary is not gonna die to a couple Hydras. That's gonna stay alive for a rather long time, I think. Though I might get busted at some point. If he goes for bailings, I might get busted. Let's see, is he gonna try? There's no way he's gonna try, right? No, okay. Thought he was actually gonna do that for a second. Maybe it's time for a sensor tower over. He doesn't have that. Okay, thank good. I was about to get worried for him. I was like, you have a base, right? Because, oh my goodness, that would be crazy if you didn't. Okay, so the Ravens are in the main base, gonna do a lot of damage. I think at this point he should probably be moving his Hydras around to the next side. He does have the infestation pit over there, which means he could be going for Swarm Host. He could also be going for a Hive, of course. Don't forget about that. Let's start my armor upgrade, and I'm going to cancel one Raven so I can get the Planetary up here. I can't believe he moved his Hydras away. That's so nice, because this is going to create an extra distraction. Those queens are both going to die. The drones are also really suffering, and this is going to give me the small potential to maybe get that Planetary up on that side. Like, the fact that he got distracted by that is super nice. He doesn't have any units around here. I'm being a little blunt about this all, but I think I actually have to. Maybe get another sensor tower on this side, move my Ravens over, get an additional distraction by throwing down auto turrets into the natural. Let's see, there we go. Looks like he wasn't paying attention there either, which is absolutely fantastic. Let me kill that Overlord. And I'm going to fly this command center to that kind of hidden base over there. See, I have a lot of SCVs to transfer. That's so nice, because my Planetary did actually get up. Now, do I go for a double Planetary on both sides? I think I actually do. Now, he might not have Hydras over here. He does have a Spine Crawler. Spine Crawler is going to die relatively fast as well to that many auto turrets, of course. And it looks like we have found ourselves into a pretty nice position here. At this point, I'm just going to fly my command centers all over the place. And I'm going to take any base that he lets me take, right? Like, if he wants to deny these bases, he should pretty easily be able to do that. Exactly. But I'm just going to take the ones that he lets me take, as I'll hold off on that one for now. He is going to have a pretty good economy here. That is going to be the biggest problem. Our economy now is also good, but it's not yet on the split map scenario where I want to be, of course. Let's get a sensor tower over here, a couple more turrets. I don't know what my opponent's going to do in the future, but getting more static defenses up is always going to be good. Now, I cannot really fight against Hydras that are already there. Like, I can't drop auto turrets in the face of Hydras is what I mean. I need to fly this one away. He's still not going to be able to fight into the planetaries, I believe. So, especially with building armor, that's going to be really quite strong. Let's see if I can get a couple of trades over here. Now, he was fighting back pretty fast. Like, the thing is, if I drop auto turrets next to his Hydras, they just die. Like, that's just it, right? Now, let's see. Since his Hydras are over here now, maybe I can get the Planetary up on the bottom side now. I'm so scared that he's going to aim with the Planetary at some point and actually have enough. I don't know why I'm rallying my SCVs on there. That's a little weird. Let's see, I'm going to go across with my Ravens. This should be able to buy me a decent amount of time. If I was him, I would just keep doing what he's doing now and just go for Vipers. I feel like Vipers would be absolutely brutal here. Now, maybe I can get a nice field up already. Gonna drop an anti-armor missile, and the turrets are already down a little bit. He's fighting into the turrets, which is gonna make these turrets way more effective than they normally would be. Look at that. I actually killed a lot of Hydras there. I did rally some of... Wait. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I need to split these ASAP. I think, no, there was one more there that's going to hurt a lot, and that is going to be every single Raven falling. And my opponent is playing pretty much the perfect strategy. I think he has taken every base on the right side already. And losing these Ravens, I know it sounds crazy. I'm not quite sure if... Yeah, I mean, it really could have been prevented there. Like, I had to go for an attack. I was kind of hoping my opponent did not have the Vipers in time, but it seems like he did. And now all we can do is pretty much pray that he's not coming over here already. If he is coming over here, I think he might deal us the final game-winning blow for him. Probably shouldn't make that command center right there, but that was just my instinct. Can't really do anything about it. So this game, what's pretty funny is the only reason we can win this game is actually by going for the 50 planetaries. Like, at this point, I don't think there's any way of me being aggressive anymore. My opponent has an absolutely killer economy. And if I go for anything else besides mass planetaries, we're going to be absolutely screwed. Now, we have been... He has Brute Lords, huh? Wait, oh, that's actually pretty surprising here, that the fact that he went for Brute Lords. I also have no idea why that's an orbital, by the way, I'll be honest. I don't think that was intended to be an orbital, but I guess it is, so there you go. Gonna fly this one to the gold base. Let me put a couple turrets down there, because I know he has burrowed Zerg. And I guess I'm just gonna keep trying to do more damage. I really want to give a shout out to my opponent here, guys, because I don't think we've ever played against someone who has done this much of a perfect strategy against our style. Like, it feels like there was just no hesitation here at all either, right? Like, he went for the Hydras, didn't make that many, just made a perfect amount, went straight into the Brute Lords, and... yeah, I mean, now we're just in a pretty horrible position. That's pretty much it. Now, these Brute Lords, they cost a lot of supply, and they're not gonna kill my stuff very fast. So... I know I've been saying, or I literally just said it, that this seems like the perfect strategy. I'm not quite sure if it is. It's the perfect strategy in theory, right? If you just assume that he's never going to make a mistake and his spellcasters are always going to be in position and stuff. But those Brute Lords are going to slow him down significantly. I guess the biggest problem is that I can't actually kill those Brute Lords, which would be very painful. But, I mean, look at how fast these planetaries are dying. Like, they're not, right? These planetaries... Maybe I should go for Matrix, actually. I feel like going for Interference Matrix wouldn't be that crazy of an idea. A little bit unfortunate that my Ravens rallied over there, but it is what it is. I'm actually going to kill those Hydras, by the way. If he's going to stick around to fight, he's going to lose the hatchery as well. Haven't really taken any damage from the Brute Lords yet, besides mass repairs. And my opponent's going to lose a base. And I know it sounds absolutely insane to say, guys, but we are on the same amount of base. Actually, we have one more base. Wait, this turret is popping off. We have an extra base compared to our opponent. I'm not so sure anymore, guys. We were hyping up the Brute Lords, but this seems like it might have been a pretty big mistake to go for the Brute Lords. Like, he was doing so well, and then everything was slowed down. Okay, those blinding clouds are very nice. Dude, the building armor. How MVP is the building armor right now? You guys see the effect of the building armor there? That's so freaking crazy, you know? Look at that. That planetary didn't even die through all of those Hydras. Now, I am starting to wonder if my opponent... Yeah, exactly. He did. Oh, that's what he did. He never really made upgrades. Dude, his army is small. Fight into... He's doing it. He's crazy. He's actually fighting. Okay, here we go. I think I'm going to try to grab my opportunity over here. It's going to be super, super hard to actually fight into this, but I'm going to try because we're so close here. A couple of the Broodlords are going to fall already. Okay, I think we're actually going to kill every single Broodlord. Maybe one of them is going to survive. That Broodlord falls as well. I have enough Ravens to go in here, I think. It's going to be quite close, but the anti-armor missile is going to pop off. Those Hydras all die. I know we're being attacked on this side, but I already have Planetaries here too. This entire base is going to die, and this was absolutely beautiful here, guys. There we go. Killed all of the Broodlords, killed all of the Hydras on the top side. And keep in mind that we did already do a significant amount of eco damage. Like, I know 5 bases is not that little. Wait, why are all these SCVs going somewhere else? It's not that little, but it is also not an absolutely killer economy. Like, my economy is still better than our opponents. I have this base up now. Wait, do I have 7 bases now? I might. It's kind of getting a little hard to count here. And my opponent still doesn't have upgrades. Speaking of upgrades, I should probably get my +2 armor. I really don't think the armor upgrades for me are super important, to be honest, because it's like... If I get parasitic bombed or caught, all my Ravens are gonna die, and, you know, it doesn't matter if I have extra armor or not. I'm gonna kill this hatchery as well. That would be very nice. He can't fight into the turrets because he's just too inefficient. Okay, it seems like our opponent is now aware that Broodlords are not the way. Now, I'm kind of wondering if I might have made a mistake by killing those Broodlords, because the Broodlords were doing so poorly for him. Okay, so he's going to go for the Ultralisk now. That is an interesting choice. Ultralisks are going to be quite good because they are not going to die to auto turrets, and they're really good against Planetaries. I just need to make sure... Man, maybe it's time to split the Ravens. Is it time for the Raven splits? I think it might actually be. Now, thank goodness for me, I have extra Planetaries down here as well. Probably can get a couple more here too, because why not? Okay, here we go. Drop an anti-armor missile there. Maybe I should be making a couple of building blocks as well. Let's see. Okay, he's splitting up his army too. Then I'm gonna come back with that part of the army and just try to get them back together again. He has been doing a really good job of denying my... Like, I've been trying to get like 1,000,000 bases up everywhere, but it's been quite difficult, to say the least. Let's see. Okay, maybe I can get a couple of good auto turret drops here. He does have one Viper. That Viper's gonna die to the auto turret, I believe. Please kill that Viper. Thank you. Okay, that would have been really annoying if that stayed up. Let's see how... I don't know if auto turrets can ever kill an Ultra, man. I guess they are gonna die at some point. Look at that. Okay, we are killing them. It's just, it takes like everything I have. Like, quite literally, I feel like it takes everything I have. Maybe I can drop them behind the mineral line. That could be pretty annoying for him. Can drop a couple on the high ground as well. Look at this. Yo, those auto turrets on the high ground are popping the frick off. And now he's sectioned off from his base a little bit. So I can drop the auto turrets over here. Looks like those Ultralisks are struggling. I think those Ultras... Yeah, okay. Especially with the Hydras. They're obviously going to be able to kill my base. So I'm just going to try to target the Hydras. Get a couple more Planetaries over here if I can. And then we're going to go ahead and deny this base. At least I can do is kill all of the drones here, right? That would be nice. Oh, I didn't have all my Ravens selected. I was wondering why the hell my Ravens weren't doing anything. So he's going to lose a couple more Hydras here as well. He's going to lose another Ultralisk too, which is really nice. Now, these buildings are going to die. I'm not sure if I can ever keep those buildings alive. I guess I can try to get a base over here now. Having extra Planetaries is really nice. Maybe I can block the Ultras a little bit. There we go. Got a little bit of a block. I'm going to be able to repair this as well. And now my Ravens are back on the way. I can transfer my SCVs over. Let's get a little bit... Oh, I didn't have energy there. I want to... No, he's flying through the double Planetary. That's kind of crazy. My auto turrets are going to get on top of the Hydras over here. I can't believe he's actually fighting this. That's freaking crazy. Look at that. So many of the... You guys can't see it because my Ravens were flying above the Hydras, but so many freaking Hydras died right away. And keep in mind, he didn't actually kill the main Planetary. Like, the main Planetary here is still freaking alive. I'm gonna get a couple PFs here as well. It's gonna be super nice to keep that position locked down for me. Looks like he's gonna come back instantly. I do need to repair this. Let's see if I can drop enough auto turrets to possibly kill all of those freaking Ultras. I don't think I can. Like, those Ultras are trouble for sure. You can tell that those Ultralisks, they're just not freaking dying against my auto turrets anymore. Like, it's so freaking slow. I think I launched every single auto turret that I had, or almost all of them, and I killed like 2 Ultras or something, which is pretty ridiculous. Now, I do want to block this off. That would be absolutely perfect. See, I'm just going to drop my auto turrets over here, so this is the least efficient break possible. He's going to lose some Hydras over there. I'm still at 186 supply. but my ravens are all out of energy, which is really tough. Let me make sure to... Wait, I thought... Oh, no, it was this one. In my brain, like, I just saw that I had an unsaturated gas, and I just started instinctively looking everywhere, like, where was it? But it was actually this one that was not mining anyway. And I guess I'm gonna get a planetary up here, too. I mean, this game, we are actually getting really close to having built a million. I think we're gonna do a planetary counter. Okay, I'll probably do it in post because otherwise it's gonna take for freaking ever. But I think it would be pretty freaking funny to do a planetary counter and to see if you guys can guess how many planetaries we've built. Now, that's so many ultras by now. And the worst part is that he actually started making upgrades at some point. That's just unfair. Like, well, why does he have good upgrades now? You know, I even think we might have to go for Widow Mines again. I think the Ravens are just not going to cut it at this point anymore. Like, the Ultras, they just survive for way too long. So I'm going to start going for the Widow Mines again. Widow Mines are, in turn, are going to be pretty freaking good against the Ultralisk, actually. Okay, I'm just going to start putting a layer of... I like how he gave up on freaking spell casting entirely, it seems like, right? Let me drop a couple of anti-armor missiles. There we go. Like, he hasn't even tried using Vipers anymore. Like, he just freaking gave up on that, which is quite funny. Let's see, more Widow Mines. I think I could use another reactor factory as well. Honestly, I could also just make 5 factories over here, because why the hell not? Now, I think what it would be a good time for... No, actually, he's gonna use this angle again. I was gonna say it would be a good time for me to just start getting some damage done on his side of the map again. I'm just gonna drop down 1,000,000 auto turrets over here. Hopefully they kill these Ultralisks at some point. That is gonna die as well. I need to get an anti-armor missile on every single Ultra, but they're so big that they just don't splash enough. Yeah, these Ultralisks are actually a massive freaking problem, guys. Like, a really big problem. Okay. So I guess we're going to go up to... I don't know what's it going to be, like 8 Widow Mine production or something like that. A little less, actually, probably. Let's see. I can also... I guess having orbitals is also good. I need to not forget to make orbitals all this time. Okay, so he's going to just keep using this same angle over and over. I guess I can stop making command centers for a second and just start... dude, it's so hard to see my freaking Widow Mines out here. And just start making mass Widow Mines. I think that's probably the best thing I can do. So he's gonna go up here now. I do have a couple of Widow Mines burrowed. I have a lot of planetaries over here, so this is gonna be relatively efficient for me. Like, I know he's doing pretty... Okay, this is a bad fight for him for sure. He also launched parasitic bombs on the worst possible Ravens there, which is really not that great for him. I did still lose a decent amount of Ravens, but he lost every single Ultralisk trying to break this. Look at this. The last Ultralisk goes down. Well, he has one more on the... Or actually 2 more on the right side. But he lost so many Ultralisks trying to break that, and now he's going to try to fight over here because he has the Ultralisk to tank, but he's going to lose a couple more Ultralisks. I don't think that Viper has energy. Indeed, it doesn't. And I still, after all that, I still have 1 planetary alive on both sides. I do have to imagine that he is finally starting to get a little poor, but I'm not quite sure if it's the case. Let's see. 2-2 upgrade still, so he didn't go for the 3-3. That means that he must somewhat be running out of money. I mean, so are we, right? I have a lot of SUVs that I can put on this gold base. He has this gold base for sure. Indeed, he does. Here we go. He also has the base on the bottom right. He's not going to be able to fight into this very easily at all because I already have 1,000,000 turret span. Oh, it sucks for me that 1 Ultralisk came from the bottom, by the way. That's going to make that so much easier for him to break. Looks like I didn't actually upgrade my drilling claws yet, so I'm going to do that now. There's probably a Raven. Oh, yeah. I mean, what's it called? Freaking Viper chasing me. Let's see. Okay, we actually got those off. That's so nice. Look at that. We actually got the interference matrix off. But there was another one. That is painful. It's kind of hard to see which one it is exactly. There we go. And I think we just have to fly away for our lives. Yeah, the Ultralisk might have been just a game-winning choice for him. Like, they're just so hard to go up against. I do not want to lose these factories, actually. But I'm not sure if I can help it in the end. Okay, maybe I should just forget about taking this gold base for now because it's getting a little tough. I'm also going to cancel my Ravens and just start making Widow Mines from now on. Yeah, you know what? Widow Mines are... Oh, that's... Yeah, it's not going to work there, guys. Sorry. I think Widow Mines are very, very, very bad against the Hydras. That might be the biggest problem over here. Like, these Hydras are just going to absolutely crush these Widow Mines. That's the biggest problem. Let's see. Oh, man. Drilling Claws. Why did I not research you? That is such pain, actually. Those Widow Mines would have popped off so hard. Yeah, I have to fly these away again. Guess I just can't really stay over here ever. Maybe I can try to block this. Put down anti-armor missiles every chance I get will be absolutely fantastic. It sucks for me that he went back to making Vipers, because the Vipers I cannot really counter that easily if he has the Ultras and the Hydras as well. Like, I think he finally found the magic freaking combination over here. Let's see if I can start repairing this. I don't think he has that much money, to be fair. I actually don't think he has that much money. I know he looks like he's extremely rich. I don't actually think he's that rich. Does that mean I can do anything about it? Let's not talk about that just yet. Okay, let's see. So it looks like his army is not still around there. Let me land these factories. Probably over here would be nice. He's gonna kill that Planetary now. You know what the biggest problem is with the Ultras? Is that they kill the Planetaries for free. You don't kill anything if an Ultralisk kills your Planetary. They're the best Planetary breakers in the entire game, I think, actually. And that's what makes that so tough. Oh, I'm pressing my hotkeys here a little bit. I'm just going to accept that I will lose all of these. Like, I just have to do a little bit of counter damage, to be honest. There's nothing I can really do about it for now. Just going to make sure to kill all of these bases if I can. He's going to lose a lot of drones for this, which is absolutely fantastic. I could tell that I think it was his Hydra force coming back now. I saw something coming back. I don't know what it was. It's probably going to be the Hydra Viper force if I had to guess. Okay, so this base is going to die now too. Just make sure to actually finish off this base. Let's see if I can get these a bit closer. Oh, maybe just the Vipers that he moved back? Or a lot of Lings or something. Because this base isn't really mining anymore, so it doesn't matter, really. Okay, let's see. Just gonna make sure to do some splitties, right? He's just sending them at random, it seems like, so I don't have to worry about it that much. I surprisingly still have a decent amount of supply here, by the way. Like 145 supply really doesn't seem that bad. These Widowmines did a really good job. Let's see. The Hydras are over here exactly, so I need to make sure to not mess this one up. Going to be able to take this base down, and I can land this base now as well. So you just put a lot of stuff in my retreat. That should be the right choice. Okay, just going to put an anti-armor missile on that dude, so I'm going to be able to kill it a little faster. There we go. That Ultralisk is going to die. Need to make sure to keep running with this one. Oh my goodness, that's so scary. Those Lings could have killed so many of my Ravens, by the way. Wait, I lost my engineering bay. If he tried, he could have killed so many with those Zerglings just by detonating the friendly fire. Okay, any Ultralisk that he loses on accident would be absolutely massive, by the way, of course. Let's see. Get a couple of auto turrets over here. Looks like he's intent on breaking my quote-unquote final Planetary over here. He sees how many Ravens I still have alive. I can't believe this game has been 27 minutes already, by the way. I felt like this was, I don't know, not even that long. Like, I guess it just has been so freaking action-packed. Now, I'm completely out of gas at this point. I also, like, here's the thing. I killed all of my opponent's mining bases, actually, besides the one on the right. But I'm not quite sure. Like, I need to kill his army at some point, and I'm not quite sure if I can ever do that. That's the thing. If he wants to fight here, then we definitely have a shot. The Viper? No, the Viper almost died to the freaking turret. He's taking a very inefficient fight here, which is nice. Maybe now... Wait, was that Vipers or Overseer? I think it was Overseers, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's see if I can try to get this base over here. If he wants to fight... Oh, that's look like a move command here. Yeah, it's just a couple too many Ultras. Like, the Ultras are just biting, like, just chewing through these auto turrets so freaking fast. I'm trying to get the best fight possible here, which I am actually getting, by the way. Like, this literally could not have been a better fight here, but it's still just too many freaking Ultralisks. I do have a couple of Widowmines that I can bring down here. Let's see. Where are those Widowmines at? I wish I was able to find them right now. I'm going to repair that just a little bit. The repair is actually coming in pretty clutch over here. Let's see, can I take care of those Ultralisks in time? Doesn't look like it. But, I mean, if we can kill the Ultralisks to begin with, a lot of them are falling. Then, who knows? If I cancel one Raven, I'm still barely not going to have enough resources, sadly. Let's see, how much does he have left? He has 4 Ultralisks left. It's starting to look like I can't really do much anymore. He's mining long distance from that, which is obviously not very efficient. I'm going to send a Widowmine over there. If he never rebuilt his bases, then we still have a shot. So I'm not going to leave before we see how many bases he has. I know he probably retook the base on the right side already. The one over here, I mean, this one is not that much of my concern. I don't think it has that many probes on it yet, or drones rather. I'm going to send my Widowmines over there. This one is definitely going to be mining. If I can just harass from the back of the mineral line, this is all going to be very efficient. Let's see, the Lynx also have the perfect upgrades right now, right? I have to guess. Let's see, he's mining from here. He's not mining from that one yet, but looking at his army, I mean, he is letting me mine right now, guys. I know I've, you know, pretty much absolutely screwed here, but he is letting us mine right now, which is giving me just the tiniest little bit of hope. Oh, he's also mining from this bit. Okay, yeah, he just has way too much stuff. Let's see if I can kill something with these. I think as soon as his ultras come, this is going to be a pretty sad trade here. See, I'm going to try to kill one more Ultralisk, but no, I think that's going to be it, guys, unfortunately. Oh, man, this was such a banger. This would have been the perfect game to win for the start of the grand finale, but even then, even if it's going to be a loss, I'm still pretty happy with this. Let's see. He's making Corruptors. The Vipers were doing so well. Why are you making Corruptors? He also, that one Infestor could get the most devastating fungal of all time on me, and there we go. We are going to get locked in now. That's actually a pretty nice juke, but it is definitely going to be a GG well played, has to be called. He had no gas bank left, but he was still maxed on supply. Even look at the units lost, guys. We actually traded efficiently, by the way. Even with how bad the last part was with the Ultralisk just absolutely chewing through our Raven auto turrets and our CCs, we still traded efficiently against the Zerg, which I'm actually pretty happy with. I think maybe if you went for the Widow Mines faster and didn't lose as many bases, there would have been a small shot, but of course we know that if you're going to play Bass Raven the Widow Mine against the Zerg, if they play it very well, they should win. Shout out to my opponent for this absolutely fantastic game, but this is not the end yet. Let's play another one. Game number 2 is a rematch against Turtle. Okay, now this is a little worrisome because we already lost, and now he's going to be even more aware of what we're going to do. Now, I'm starting to wonder if there might be a way for us to get a way stronger early game. Like, the thing is, our opponent was, if you guys remember, by the way, because this was at the start of a very long and gruesome game, he started wanting to bailing all in us, and we had to do like the emergency wall with the engineering bay in the bunker, and then we canceled it eventually. I actually thought that start was still pretty decent for us, to be honest. Like, I know it wasn't perfect. I couldn't quite get my I think it was the 5th CC of my 5cc setup up in time. Well, besides that, it was really not that bad, but I think we're going to need a little bit more here. I think in general what I could do is be a little bit more on the Widowmine side. It's just, it's so bad against Hydras, and it's so bad against Broodlords, and it's completely useless against Vipers. But just the threat of Ultralisk existing means that we have to make a lot of Widowmines. I think that's fair to say. And I guess Widowmines in general, if I put them around my command center, that means that they're not going to be able to dive me as easily. It's just, I was really more expecting it to be a Hydra Bane type of game rather than straight into Vipers. Now, I'm going to go for command center first here, which is obviously pretty risky because the guy tried to bailing all in us last game, but I really want to get any advantage I can get. Now I know we're playing against someone who knows what the hell they're doing. And that's the worst part about it is that they now know that they know what they're doing. Does that make sense? Wait, why is he drone scouting me? What is he? He wanted to build a hatchery, didn't he? Was he gonna proxy hatch me, guys? Huh? A drone scout? Am I playing as myself? Who does that? I'm so confused right now. Let's see what he's up to. Okay, so he does have a hatchery. I think that is a normally timed hatchery. Actually, I'm not 100% sure, but it looks normal. So probably not as much of a meme build as last time. 50 gas mined. Okay, let's see if we can find the drone coming back. That could be a pretty big tell, of course. Could it have been back already? I don't think so, right? I don't think it would have been that fast. Is this actually a proxy hatch? I'm so curious right now what he's gonna do. Because this looks like something I would do, which means I can judge it harshly. That's the idea here, pretty much. Okay, if it is a hatchery, that's gonna be scary because I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do against that, actually. Yeah, let's see. I'm just gonna send my Reaper across. I'll check for hatcheries over here, and then we'll just let the idea slide. Maybe his drone was actually already back in my base. It's very possible. Do I have to be afraid of something in particular? I don't think so. I mean, if it's going to be something like a roach all-in, that's going to be pretty complicated. At this point, though, if you remember the way the last game went, should I be upset if I get roach all-in? Or would that be easier than playing the macro game against someone who knows what they're doing? Right? There's no third yet. That is very sketch. Maybe I'll go for the... You know what? I'm going to go for the double starport before the third CC even. I'm just going to go a little more hardcore. Try to put pressure on really fast. I think this guy is definitely planning something a little cheeky here. It's probably an overlord over here that I can kill with my marines. In case it is a Nidus, I can put a depot over there. Yeah, you know what I think?
Not enough minutes.
If I was him, and let's say he's 100% confident in what I'm gonna do, right? I wouldn't even think it's that crazy to straight up go for like 2 base Hydra. Just make like 10 Hydras. And then just make 1,000,000 drones after that. Because like, I'm just gonna make Ravens anyway. I can only make 1 more Marine, so I could probably switch those already. Okay, the lair was pretty late there, but he was making it. That could have been a fake lair, actually. That totally could have been a fake lair. Should I make another bunker, guys? I don't know, man. My instincts are screaming at me like, make a bunker. You're getting cheesed hardcore. But at the same time, I don't want to, you know... I want to be as greedy as I possibly can, right? I don't want to even give him one little thing. I want to be as inhumanly greedy as I possibly can. So I think... I'm even considering canceling this bunker right now since he already lost a pretty big amount of Zerglings. Now, how many Ravens do I need to kill a hatchery? That is a good question. Since the lair was pretty late, I guess we don't have to worry about the Hydras being too fast. They're probably going to come up pretty fast, but they could have been here already, right? And they're not, so... that would actually be a 5 million IQ mind game, by the way. I just thought of the fact that he technically could have already made a lair here and then made this one to fake the lair timing. That sounds like something I would do. I would really appreciate that move, by the way. If we get owned by that, I would clap for him, okay? I really don't think there's a chance he did that, but if he did, we're going to give him a full-on applause. Okay, so I'm maxed out on Marines. I guess engineering bay is the next step. If we get the 5cc set up properly this game, instead of having to delay it for a couple Hydras first, that would be a massive improvement over last game. I guess for that, we would have to use the Ravens defensively, and I'm not quite sure if that's going to be good enough, even. Is the Overlord still there, or was there never an Overlord to begin with? That doesn't actually look like there was an Overlord. Okay, I'm going to start spreading a couple Widow Mines out on the map, just to give me vision more than anything else. This is my first of the 5cc setup, 3 command centers finishing. Obviously, it's 3 because I start with 2 normal command centers. Let's see, I'm going to do a scan here. He has a lot of gas. I might actually have to treat this as if it could be Mutas again. I don't like doing that because... you know, I think it's most likely going to be Hydras again. But if it's Mutas and I'm not prepared for it, then we're absolute toast. So I think I'm just going to pretend it's or that it could be Mutalisk again. This is going to be the first Planetary to finish. Or to start, rather. And then I'll get the next one over here. If I don't fail landing it, that is. Maybe I should send my barracks out on the map a little more, too. I have 2 Widow Mines here. I think they should definitely be over on this side. Like, this base should be safe. If this base gets broken, then we're already toast anyway. So I might as well just focus, you know, my defenses on the bottom side for now. This is Planetary number 2. I'm curious, actually. Would he change his plan after the last game? Like, he's definitely doing something a little different, right? It's not super different, but it's a little different. Okay, we're going to kill that. Let's scan the main. It is indeed going to be Mutas. Okay, very interesting. I do have a Widow Mine over there. Can I switch targets? Not quite in time, unfortunately. I do have my turrets up already. That is very surprising, really. Would you guys have guessed that he would change his plan after the last game? I would say no freaking way. But he's doing it. Okay, let's drop a couple auto turrets. For some reason, I thought the threat of my Ravens was enough. And I didn't have to drop an auto turret. And I was like, wait, these things don't actually attack. I guess I'm going to get range upgrades this time. Instead of the building armor first. I think range would be quite nice. We're going to get our planetaries up. Probably make another turret over here. Maybe another couple turrets here. Now, we're not going to be able to do counter damage for a while, right? I guess I go for the next starport already. Let's see. He's not going to want to fight against this, I think. He's making a lot of Mutas here. Let's drop a couple of auto turrets. That's okay. I'm not going to lie. That was more than I wanted to drop like 4. And then all of a sudden it was 6. I lost something. I have no idea what it is. I also have a freaking barracks flying all the way in downtown. Let's just remember that if I lose that we rebuild it. Because I do that a lot. That I lose one of my production facilities. And then I don't rebuild it. And I don't have the requirements to make something. In this case, another factory for Widow Mines, right? Now, I don't think it would be... Oh, that's annoying timing here by him. It's going to be fine, though, of course, but it is a little annoying. I just want my setup to be complete already. Let's see, let's get another tech lab over here. Did I make the second factory yet? I wanted to make a second factory. I'm not quite sure if I did. Oh, he's actually going to lose a muta there, I think. Yeah, loses one muta. That is nice. I'm not quite sure if I lost a raven, but it's actually quite likely that I did. Get a couple more turrets up here. Like, the annoying thing about mutas is that they're very fast. So you should never really kill anything with the auto turrets. That's the biggest problem. I'm going to get building armor as well. These are finally going to finish, I think. That Widowmine gets a shot off. Very nice. Almost killed the Mutalist there. Not quite. Let's see. How many do I need? I guess I might as well make sensor tiles already. How many do I need? Oh, it's actually going to... That's not what you want to do. I have range on those, which is going to make those a little stronger than he was expecting, probably. So I'm going to get the armory now, and then we'll go for the second factory there. Dude, the range on these turrets is actually popping off so hard. Look at that. He keeps overestimating the turrets and losing mutas to them. That is very, very nice. Now, I guess I might as well land my barracks there. I mean, that barracks is going to die whenever he wants to kill it, right? So I might as well just land it there. Wait, these Widowmines could be the perfect bait. I don't think that's going to die. Should I use my ravens? I think I'm not going to use... no, okay, I'm not going to use it. Here we go. I settled on it. I guess he's going to be scared away already anyway. Would have been extremely nice if I could have gotten a big Widowmine shot over there. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I never expected to be supply blocked in this challenge, but I guess here we are. My supply is surprisingly high for doing this, by the way. 162 supply. Oh, where are you going? Okay, this looks like he's Yeah, exactly. Okay, there they are. I looked at the Mutalist count and I was like, nah, this dude has more. There's just no way that this is it, you know? Okay, so let's see. I guess the first step against the Ultralisk is to get a double layer of planetaries. And then I'm gonna get 5 factories already. Maybe I even have enough ravens already at this point. It's possible. Okay, so that's gonna die. I don't think I need more barracks, but it's 150 minerals. I'm just gonna make it anyway, because why the hell not? So that's gonna be planetary number 2. And do I have enough ravens? How many ravens do I have? I have about 20 ravens, which is really not bad. I have 2 planetaries up on each side. Or well, it's a work in progress, right? But it's gonna happen at some point. Yeah, 20 ravens might actually be enough. Okay, let me get... Guess I might as well kill these myself. There we go. Doesn't even do splash damage on my... That's messed up. I just want to do splash damage on my own units, guys. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna send these across and hope that there is no... freaking vipers already. I guess there could be vipers. The mutas have been quite pricey though. Okay, so that is a dead hatchery. Here, kind of depends just on how many Ultralists and stuff he already had. There's a lot of... I could kill the Overlords, by the way. Would that be funny? I mean, it would totally be funny if I could supply block him forever. I don't think it's gonna happen. Like, the truth is, it's just not that many mutas. Like, I'm not scared of these Mutalisk, right? He's gonna lose the drones over here. I'm also still killing a decent amount of Overlords. Look at this. He's actually going to get pretty heavily supply blocked. That is a lot of infestors, but he's losing all of the mutas to my auto turrets right now. Look at this absolutely beautiful fight. And now he's going to go into the Hydras. He lost pretty much every single Mutalist there already. Guess I might as well deny this base now, since he lost his anti-air capabilities for the most part. Here we go. So we denied 2 bases. We killed a bunch of Overlords as well. Need to make sure that I don't get absolutely hardcore fungal here. He's gonna lose the rest of the mutas now too, by the way. Like, he's chasing me. He's gonna lose the infestors too. Stop chasing me, my friend. You're absolutely crazy. He loses every single infestor there. And now that means that I'm gonna be able to take this base. I mean, that seemed like it was gonna be a base that I would never be able to take, but he messed up pretty hard there with the chase. And I mean, so far... Not like I want to be mean to him, guys, but he's not performing as well this game as he was in the last one. Now, this Widowmine is going to get stuck forever, so I'm just going to live that factory away already. Like, I just know that is going to annoy the hell out of me. Now, did I get drilling claws this time? I didn't. Okay, thank goodness I checked, because if the same thing would have happened as the last game, where I really need it and that is not there, that would have been pretty devastating. So I'm going to get it now. This is going to be pretty fine here, I think. Like, my ravens are quite literally here already. I don't have interference matrix, so I'm not going to be able to... Oh, I need to grow these Widowmines, of course. I'm not going to be able to interference matrix those infestors yet. I do need to be careful that I get this setup back really fast, because otherwise we're going to be in trouble here. He actually sieged these overseers, or siege, probably not the right word, but gonna get a bunch of stuff done there. I think I'm actually gonna go for a counterattack. Like, I think if we're gonna be chasing these, where it's just gonna be extremely wasteful. So I'm just gonna go across with my stuff and see what kind of damage I can do. I don't know if... Oh, the Widow Mines were hidden under my Ravens. Of course they were. Okay, I'm just gonna burrow these over here. Doesn't matter if they have drilling claws, if they're already burrowed, of course. I just don't want to be running after him again the entire game. Like, I want to try to actually deal as much damage as possible. I think I killed an Ultralisk there, which is really nice. Gonna kill this base as well with my auto turrets. If he wants to chase it with the Ultras, I think he's gonna lose a couple. Okay, he does have decent upgrades already. Actually, slightly better than I was expecting, because I might as well target the hatchery here real fast. There we go. Now, he could have the bottom... the bottom left base already too. Let's see, he does indeed have that. What is my ratio of units right now? I still have about 20 Widow Mines. That is pretty important. Is he gonna... Yeah, he's gonna try and kill this. Of course he is. I don't really... I shouldn't have burrowed those Widow Mines, actually. A little bit of a mistake by me. Could have saved those Widow Mines for a while longer. Against the Ultralisk in particular would have been very nice. Let's see, he actually tried to drop creep here, not realizing that I already retook this base. So that is awesome for us. I'm just going to try to kill this. I do have a lot of Widow Mines waiting behind here. If the Widow Mines shoot the Ultralisk, that is exactly what you want. I really don't want those to shoot links. Look at the damage on the Ultralisk is really nice. I have more Widow Mines back here as well. So he doesn't really want to fight into this. I'm going to start making a couple of command centers up here. Yeah, look, these Ultralisks are going to take so much damage from these Widow Mines. Notice how they're actually freaking dying for once. See, can I save this one? Probably barely not. But we are going to kill a lot of Ultralisks for it. Those Ultralisks are also going to fall. There we go. And this was a very, very nice trade for us. Now, I guess I can't really get this base back yet. But maybe at some point we can. Looks like he does want to fight into this. I'm actually pretty much out of energy on these. Do I have all the upgrades yet? Okay, let's get +3 armor. I guess I might as well get the interference matrix now. You never know when it's going to come in handy. And now this would be a good time for me to counterattack with the Ravens. I have the double planetary up here already. Guess I'll make this a planetary as well. Let me just kill this Zergling, because why the hell not? Here goes my double planetary. And then we're going to check on the bottom side. To see if there are workers mining here that I could maybe kill. Oh, those are going to be... I was going to say 2 infested I'm going to kill with really fast reaction from the opponent, though, sadly. Let's see. I killed a bunch of stuff there. Notice how that Ultra was red HPs, because the other units there already died. Looks like he also gave me a bunch of units over here that I killed. Now, if he wants to fight this, he's probably going to lose another 2 Ultralisks, because those are already red HP. It would be very nice if I could indeed kill those. I mean, the base is going to die for sure. Not sure about the rest yet. Let's see, make sure to saturate this gas. Maybe I can move this one a little bit further up. I need the planetaries in the middle, actually. I don't have any planetaries in the middle. Burrow this one. Wait, Drilling Claws did finish, right? Yeah, okay, it did. That's very good. I think we're just going to go straight for the counterattack again. That Widow Mine is doing a lot of work. Just going to make sure to target the Hydras. Now I have the time. Those Hydras are taking so much freaking damage here, by the way. That is absolutely beautiful. Let's see. Not that many Hydras left already. I mean, I can remake those SCVs pretty fast. It's not really that big of an issue. So I'm going to kill this base again. It's going to be a very nice bunch of kills that I will get here for sure. Let's see. Looks like he is coming back. Let's turn that into a planetary ASAP. I'm still maxed at this point. It really feels like this game is going better than the last game was. But I am really running low on bases here, guys. Like, I need more bases. Else I'm just going to run out too fast. Let's see. He might have a Viper chasing me. That would be the scariest part of all this. Just judging by how his army is moving, it kind of seems like he does have a couple units chasing me. He is going to lose a couple Hydras here. Very nice for us. I guess I can put this one over there. And now I think I should probably move towards the bottom left. Like, I just need another base, no matter what. I absolutely need another base. Can't keep playing this game for long without another base, sadly. Guess I'll burrow these 2 over here. That's going to be a little nice amount of damage done. Maybe I can move my Widow Mines up a little bit. Let's see, where's his army going to go? That planetary is not going to survive for long, sadly. Maybe I can move those over there. Let's see, I'm just going to take care of this base real quick. Everything should die here pretty fast to the other turrets, of course. Didn't actually have anything booked, so it's going to take a little bit longer than maybe it should have. Those Widow Mines are in a prime position to take care of that. Okay, guess I'll just burrow those over here. That Ultralisk is going to die pretty fast. I still have a lot of units over there. This is going to do so much damage to those units, exactly. That is absolutely massive. There we go. At this base, let's just make sure we actually take it down, fly this away. I still don't have a replacement base on the left side, unfortunately. Now, that base did indeed fall. Gonna send those Wither Mines over there, one here perhaps. These double planetaries are gonna do really well. It's also not going to repel that entire army though. Now at this point I'm still maxed. I'm not quite sure what the situation of my opponent's stuff is. I can actually barely save this. Let's see, he's gonna lose another Ultralisk there, which is perfect. Where do I send these? Oh, he actually does have a decent amount of mining down there. Okay, it's getting very tight here, guys. He's not gonna let me land that one. I think our army might actually be bigger than his, but is that gonna be good enough? I don't know. I am not convinced, guys. Let's see. If I can damage that Ultralisk, that'd be absolutely beautiful. Oh, that's gonna hurt so freaking bad. Okay, thank goodness the Widow Mine Drags weren't perfect on that one. Let's see, his army is arriving. I guess we will just kill this one pretty quickly. Oh, he's actually sending his entire army over here. Gonna drop a million auto turrets over here, because why not? Let's see, can I use my Widow Mines to burrow there? Oh, he has infestors from downtown. Okay, I saw those infestors just in time. Holy cow. That would have hurt so freaking bad. Now, we're gonna kill another Ultralisk here, which is really nice. I'm just gonna keep dropping layers of turrets. Looks like he's losing another Ultralisk. And then I can hopefully wipe out his entire mineral line instantly. That's exactly what I need. Oh, he does have this base right now. Okay, so those drones, actually, they actually all died. It's quite impressive. Okay, so we're going to kill this base now, including the drones. Let's make sure to actually finish this base off. Yeah, the biggest problem is that I just don't have bases anymore. Like, we really are completely out of bases at this point. He's using the infestors this time as well, which is a new addition to his toolkit for this game. The auto turrets are doing very well, but they're just not going to be able to take care of the Ultralisk in time. I guess I have this base that I can land over here. And maybe try to burrow those here. That could be a nice little trap for him later on. Let's see. Looks like he's just chasing my ravens like crazy right now. Okay, the fact that he's making lings, I feel like that's kind of what he did last game when he was pretty much out of money, right? So that is a potentially good sign. I could wall this entire mineral line with auto turrets, and it's pretty hard with the Ultralisk to reach. Look at this. I'm going to drop a couple on the low ground as well. There we go. Those Ultralisks are barely not dead. It's so freaking close, but they're barely not dead. Guess we'll go to this base now. Take this base down real fast. Okay. Try to drop a couple of anti-armor missiles. Looks like it didn't work on the bottom side, right? No, it didn't. Okay. Oh, I need to be so careful for the fungals, dude. The fungals would actually hurt like crazy right now. Look at this. He's trying to get his infestors closer, and he's barely managing. He's also losing a lot of stuff, though. He's actually running out of Ultralisk completely here. Yeah, I don't want this last one to get fungal. He's losing the infestors to the other turrets there, and he also lost the Hydras, which is absolutely massive. I still have these. Let's see if I can get these burrowed in range. Okay, so I'm gonna kill all of those Hydras, I think, exactly. The Hydras do fall. And now I have 1,000,000 1 HP Ravens, pretty much. That's everything I have, I think. Let's make sure I saturate that base properly. He is mining from this, which I really do not want to allow. So I'm just gonna drop these over there. What else do I need to do? I guess I can clean up this little Zergling over here. I think, yeah, exactly. There's a Zergling burrowed. Can't even imagine that that would be the case. Now, do I have money to repair these things? I kind of don't think I do. But I also have to, right? Like, can I really get away with not repairing that? I'm not quite sure I can. I think he killed those Widow Mines on that side. But they probably fired again. I don't think he got those pain-free. Okay, we're gonna have to lift this one away. He cannot really attack this because I have the Ravens ready. And the Planetary is gonna finish as well. Exactly, there we go. Maybe I can sneak my Widow Mines up a little further. Let's see, get one in the grass over here. That would be nice. Try to micro a little bit. He does have the overshift. Oh, that could be a really big hit. Yeah, very nice. Okay, awesome. Now we're gonna kill this base again, including the drones that are there. There we go. Let's see, his army, he probably F2'd over here if I had to guess. No, he didn't. And GG is called. Oh my god, we actually did do it. Guys, he had nothing left. 113 supply. Oh my god. I mean, I'll be honest, guys. I wouldn't have GG'd here because my economy is really not that great. I know I was getting back up here, but if you look at his army, he was actually completely out of stuff. 38 Zerglings, 4 Hydras, 3 Corruptors, and 2 Infestors. And oh my goodness, this revenge was extremely sweet because this game looked so tough. I had to try so hard. I already tried super, super hard in the last game. 177 workers killed, which I think is even more than in the last game. I think the last game was like 140 or so. And this game was about 7 minutes shorter. But this was absolutely beautiful and we freaking did it. Beating a Grandmaster Zerg like this in the final game of the challenge is awesome. And I think I couldn't have wished for a better end to the series. Now let's check our MMR and see where we ended up in. Our MMR is 4,930, which is going to put us at rank, barely in the top 100, rank 107 Grandmaster on the NA server. And that's going to be it for today. 2 absolute banger games. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys for the next video. Adios.